Yo everybody, Guaca here. Now, I got a question for you. When you think of JRPGs, what do you think of? Knowing you and the person that you are, I'm guessing Final Fantasy, huh? Fair enough. Persona, maybe Chrono Trigger, or maybe a newer series like Octopath Traveler or Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, these are all great series with their own history and impact on gaming, but there's one series, one game, which started it all. Dragon Quest. The grandfather of freaking JRPGs. Not enough of you fellow gamers have played this. Dragon Quest is so popular and well known, yet somehow barely anyone in the West appreciates it or freaking plays it. So today, I'm making it my mission to be your guide, to show you where it all began. Our journey begins inside the great Tantagel Castle, where we meet the king,
My boy.
and are given our objective. Save the world from the Dragon Lord. And why do we have to do it? Because our ancestors did it. Talk about big expectations. Anyways, we accept the quest and begin by exploring the castle. We also learn that the princess has been captured by the big baddie. So now, Dragon Quest has established our two main objectives. Number 1, you gotta freaking beat the bad guy. Number 2, save the princess. So, what's the first thing you think we're gonna do in this JRPG? The very first JRPG of all time. Yep, you guessed it. We're gonna grind, fellas. It wouldn't be a JRPG without grinding, and this is the first time we're gonna do it. Now, before you get your pitchforks out and get mad at Dragon Quest for inventing grinding, it's actually not too bad in this game. You know, you only really need to get to around like level 20 to actually beat the game, so you're only doing a couple of grinding sessions for your entire 10-hour playthrough. Not too bad, eh? But yes, it's just a super basic system for the first game. Standard attack, items to heal, spells. It's still really cool to see these iconic Dragon Quest enemies and the like, and as you slowly grind up, you'll fight more of them. I decided to grind to level 5. Why level 5?
I don't know.
Now that I'm a bit stronger and I feel like I can walk a little bit further than the castle grounds, what's the first thing I'm gonna do? Well, the first thing you do in any adventure where you don't know what the hell to do. Go to the closest town and start asking around. So, I head into Tantagel and ask folk, what's what? This is something Dragon Quest has kept with all these years, and I love it. Exploring the next town you get up to, pilfering through all the drawers, reading books, finding items. I just love it. It's just something you do in any adventure, and it's just so natural to do, even if you've never played a game before. Anyways, we find some shops, gather some better gear for the journey ahead, and head off. And honestly, heading off like this for the first time makes my imagination just run wild. Thinking about the lone hero traversing this huge land by himself, I don't know, man, like I said, it just feels like I'm playing a part of gaming history, and I gotta play it with the utmost respect. And after a very short walk, we arrive at Galenholm, our first town where we actually get some answers. So I talk to some people, and they tell me a few things. Number 1, the princess is east somewhere. Number 2, some important dude died here. And number 3, there's a cave of my ancestors nearby. Probably the one that I walked by a little bit earlier. So let's head into that cave first. Okay, now you can be mad at Dragon Quest. These dudes make this stupid circle light thingy. Pokemon fans, you can now redirect your rage the appropriate way, bro. I hate this shit. But hey, we made it through the cave, and the cave actually gives us a little hint on how to beat the Dragon Lord. We need to find some sages who have relics in order to gain access to his castle. So we gotta seek these sages out. Now, in my own way of exploring, it's developed our quest goals. We know that the princess is east now, and we know some old dudes have some items that can help us. I also love that as well. Probably a lot of people have tread these exact same steps I have, and maybe they didn't, but I just love the fact that it just feels so damn historic. It's like walking through a freaking park or some shit. Anyway. So, we head off east across Alefgard, and we arrive at our next town, the village of Kol, which sounds like someone is clearing their throat. Anyways, in this town of throat clearing, we found out that another town nearby is called Rimuldar, and it sells magic keys? Kinda epic. We also pick up a whole ass musical instrument off the ground. I'm sure a fairy flute will come in handy somewhere. We also get to experience the original Puff Puff. Now, still to this day, It's not quite clear what a puff puff is. I mean, there's been a few examples, but we still don't really know. Is it like a puff puff, or is it like a puff puff? Anyway, we receive our puff puff, and that's the end of that. Next, we learn from an old fellow that there's a sword of my ancestor somewhere, and more importantly, the princess is south of here to the cave. So, it seems like south is our best option. After a short little grinding session, I feel a little bit braver, so it's time to venture south. Now, she's in this cave somewhere. Come on, come on. Ah, shit. There's a door and we got no key for it. Well, sorry, princess. I'll have to come back later when I find a key. She'll survive a bit longer without me, it'll be fine. Anyways, past this cave, I traveled across the country and I found the village of Remuldar. Seriously, man, when you find another spot of civilization on the map, it's just like, thank the goddess. Okay, update. Things I found out in Remuldar. Number 1, there's a shrine near Kol. Number 2, there's a shrine south. Both of these probably have old men that have these relics. I also found out my ancestor used a rainbow bridge to get across the way. Okay. And, most importantly, magic keys. Now, why are magic keys so important, Guaca, you may ask? Well, it's because they can open any locked door, but only once. So, after traveling across every town and finding places I can't actually go into, now everywhere is unlocked. So we can go back, visit all the places, and explore them a second time and see if we can find anything we can use. Because remember, we don't have any relics yet. But now, we have the magic keys. So, we can open the door to rescue the princess. Aha, it works. Okay, come on, dragon. Give me your best shot. Ah, shit. Okay, thank goodness. The king saved me somehow. I'm not sure why he didn't just, kill the dragon then and there, but anyway, looks like we ain't strong enough to save her just yet, so she's gonna have to wait a little longer. But it's fine. We got some keys and some lead on the relics. So, let's go visit those shrines, maybe. Okay, first up, let's go to that shrine close to Kol, and... Okay, this dude can't help us until we bring him a harp. Oh, wait! Remember that guy that died for some reason in Gallenholm? I think he was a bard. Perhaps... Okay, before we go pilfering a bard's grave, let's use these magic keys first. Mainly, because I remember the castle has a lot of locked doors, so let's go have a look. Yes I would. Oh, hell yeah! We get all these great rewards, mainly seeds, which are used to perma-boost stats. Very, very important and a nice alternative to leveling up, even though you do level up, but it's still nice. As a bonus as well, as long as we have at least one magic key, we can buy magic keys at the castle now, because when you leave an area, the doors respawn, which is a bit annoying, so make sure you always got a key on you. There's also a cheeky guy at the back of the castle who tells us at Gallenholm there's a secret entrance. Thank you, magic keys. So, quick trip back to Gallenholm and... Aha! He wasn't lying for real. Now, this is actually our first proper dungeon we're doing in the game. Dark walls, pretty disorientating, lots of enemies, but hey, we're the hero, so we make it out easy with the liar ire. And no, I did not die by accident, I died on purpose because it was the quickest way out. Now, traveling back up to the shrine and... Ta-da! Our first item, the Staff of Rain. Epic, epic, epic. Let's go visit that other shrine down south. And this dude says, we need proof of our bloodline. Bro, why do you need proof of my birth? I'm standing right in front of you. Anyway, he's not listening to my very sound logic. So instead, I'm gonna have to grind these gold golems nearby because I want some cash, bro. These are dope. Easy to kill, you get basically no XP, but we get over 600 gold from each one, which allows us to buy all the best gear in Remuldar. You guys are probably noting the basic, yet satisfying pattern of Dragon Quest. You do some investigating, explore around, which rewards you with better equipment, which lets you get closer to your goal, and then you find out more stuff. While it was truly perfected in later games in the series, this simple system that just rewards you for playing the game your way is really, really nice, and is still such a super relevant thing that a lot of gamers want today. So I'm gonna do just that, play it my way. So after a bit more grinding, I decided to explore a cave past Gallenholm, which gets us some jewelry.
I have so much jewelry.
And then we continue to travel, which leads us to this absolutely wrecked town, where the enemies hit like bricks. I am not ready. So, I guess it's time for an actual proper grind session. But before that, I actually found the next relic, the Sunstone. It was on the outskirts of the castle. Very, very sneaky design there, Dragon Quest, but great thinking. We've got our rain and our sun to make the rainbow bridge, but we still need our birth certificate, which I'm guessing is somewhere at the bottom of the map because it's the last place to explore. So, only one thing to do. Little grind, better equipment, and we are off. We are gonna make it to the bottom of the map, I swear. Wait, ah, shit! I went the wrong way, no! Okay, I'm back on track. Now, I remember a dude saying the golem at this place is weak to the flute, so let's actually put it to use. Hey, easy peasy. Now, we are in Cantillon. And damn, that shield is expensive, but fuck it, let's buy it. We may as well put that money to good use. This is actually our last town of the game to explore, so let's freaking enjoy it and learn all we can. First thing, the desert town that I got wrecked at earlier, there's a special armor left over by some dude's dad, so I guess we'll head there after this. But first, let's save and re-gear, because when we were exploring the wrong way, there was an exclamation mark, and I'm thinking, perhaps dungeon or big boss monster? So, let's go there now. Oh, sweet, it's my birth certificate. What is it doing back down here? And with that, we now have all 3 relics. We can go fight the Dragon Lord. Wait, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Wait, the princess! Okay, teleport back to the castle, because we can do that now, because we're epic. Okay, go, save the princess now! Oh, hell yeah, this is easy money. Man, I actually love that we get to carry her and zoom away. But bro, if that was me, I'd probably be a bit less romantic and a bit more... Whoops! Savior! Anyways, upon saving her, she gives us this handy thing which lets us know how close we are to the next level. Except, I think she mistook it for us being close.
Whoa, hey.
So, after a quick travel back down to the bottom shrine, he finally accepts our damn birth certificate and helps us craft the rainbow drop. I love that it's the sun and the rain that combine together to create a rainbow, just like a real one. Now, quick, before anything else, I forgot to go back to that destroyed town and grab that cheeky armor that dude said his dad built. And this actually turns out to be our ancestors' armor. Not really sure what it's doing here, but anyway, this is the best armor in the game, and you wanna know why? Number 1, it heals you every step. Number 2, there's poison tiles in this game that deal damage when you walk on them. But with this armor, nothing. Now, let's place his freaking rainbow bridge down. Now we can go fight the Dragon Lord, but honestly, I'm feeling a little bit underleveled, so it's time for... So, there are just 2 last things I want to do before completing the game. Number 1, grab the legendary sword that dude told me about, and grind to level 20. So first up, the sword. Now, the only place it could be is the Dragon Lord's castle, because I didn't find it anywhere else. So, it'll give us a chance to explore a bit and maybe find out the inner workings of the castle before we fight the big bad guy. And honestly, after a couple of hours and a quick glance at a guide, we find it. Let's go. Now, we got all the best gear in the game, so it's off to grind. Now, thinking of JRPGs, what do you think the best enemy in the game to grind is in a JRPG? Maybe somewhere inside the castle, or maybe the old town, maybe it's like an epic dragon or something.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Now, I know what you're thinking. This is just a slime shiny version. But this is actually one of Dragon Quest's unique mechanics, and it's a cheeky way to skip late game grinds. So this fellow is a metal slime. He's only got about 3 or 4 hit points, but it's very, very hard to land a hit. And he's most likely going to make a run for it. But if you're lucky and you manage to get your hits in, your XP goes through the freaking roof. So even though it's a little bit of a chance, you can skip huge chunks of grinding with metal slimes. And the higher your level, the easier they are to kill, so you get more EXP and it saves you so much freaking time. I found this great spot in the mountains to train, and once again, my imagination is just running wild, thinking of the hero scaling these treacherous paths in search for a glimpse of a metal slime to help him in his journey. And after like 30 minutes or so, we made it to level 20. Now we've got every single spell in the game, I'm stocking up on supplies, and now it's finally time to fight the Dragon Lord. There he is, the bastard that stole the light of the world, the Dragon Lord. This truly has been the Dragon Quest, huh? He offers us half the world if we join him. Buddy, I'll kill you and take the entire world, bozo. I mean, we are the hero. I'm not taking that deal. Let's defeat the Dragon Lord. This fight, yeah, it's not really intense at all. All you really need to do is just heal and fight, heal and fight. Dragon Lord is the equivalent to the first boss of any other Dragon Quest game. But still, epic, epic, epic. Oh shit, he's got a second form? Dragon Quest 1 with the second phase boss battle back in the day? So freaking sick, man. It's more of the same, but let's beat his ass. We did it. We freaking saved the world. And got the orb to ponder, bro. And with that, the land of Alefgard is free. A really nice touch of this. All the poison turns to flowers. And now, we get to take the princess and settle on new lands, just like the British. And there it is, completing the original JRPG, Dragon Quest. It's pretty short game, and by today's standard, it's not wowing anyone. No crazy story, huge lands, involved combat system like the other Dragon Quest games, but the heart of what makes a good game is still there. Traversing these lands unknown, you know, having no guide back in the day, and for most of this run as well for me, having to find every secret, every clue yourself, no markers, no guidance, tutorial or nothing. You probably had to have a freaking notebook if you were a kid. Luckily, my brain's fucking massive, so I didn't need one. You know, as you gain experience in this game, you're also learning the lay of the land, the towns, who's got the best products in each store, what areas to avoid, the best spots to grind. It's just really special, and just thinking back in the day, people exchanging information on forums and talking to each other would have been really, really cool. And honestly, for the first time in a while, a JRPG I played really felt like a fantasy adventure. And that is Dragon Quest, my story. Even if you guys go away from this video and don't play the game, that's fine. I hope that watching this has given you a bit of appreciation for the OG, and that you can see the spirit of this game in many JRPGs you play today. This was Dragon Quest, and I'm Guaca. And before I go, I gotta remind you to keep shredding. See ya!